today. And as we start, I'd just like to share my screen and put the disclaimer up quickly, and you can just take a peek at that. Of course, if you have any questions, you can let me know. All right, great. So welcome everyone. My name is Melissa, and today I'll be guiding you through chair yoga. We are going to practice together for 30 minutes. So just a reminder to listen to your body through the practice. If any stretches aren't working for you, you can definitely skip them, come on out and modify. So let's begin by coming into comfortable seated position. You may want to scoot towards the edge of your seat to help elongate your spine. And we're going to take a couple moments here to close our eyes, to connect to our body and our breath. And bringing a little bit of mindfulness into the moment. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your knees in line with your heels. Feel your knees in line with your hips. And then feel that the shoulders are over the hips. We just don't want to be leaning forward or back too much. Feel that your core is engaged. We want to lengthen our spine, lengthen the back of the neck. Reach and stretch through the crown of the head. And then dropping in, we'll begin to connect to the rise and the fall of the breath. Lengthening as you inhale, lengthening as you exhale. And then maybe encouraging your exhale to be a little bit longer than your inhale. And then as you're breathing here, let's just feel the body reacting to the breath. As you breathe in, feel your chest rise, feel your navel rise, and then also feel your chest fall and feel your navel fall. And then remembering each time that you breathe, you bring life and oxygen to all of the cells through your body. As you inhale here, let's begin to sweep our hands right on up to the sky. I'm going to take our hands into prayer and then releasing your hands down to the heart space as you exhale. Take a deep full breath in, hands reach and stretch up and release. And then let's take this one 3 more times at your own pace. Letting your hands move into prayer at the heart space. And then circle in the other direction. So we're just going to take our fingertips to the sky. We're going to sweep our arms out and around. Breathe in, reach up, stretch out, and release. And 3 more times at your own pace. Letting your hands relax. Let's gently release them right onto our legs. We are going to circle the head here. So maybe find large circles, maybe find smaller circles. And then begin to circle in the other directions. We'll just reverse them. And then taking those circles, let's draw that into the torso. We'll begin to gently shift the weight around from side to side. And then this will be great movement for getting into your low back, getting into the mid, into the upper back. And then also great for getting into the sides of the body a little bit. So we're just going to find a little length here and find a little bit of space here. Let's begin to circle in the other direction. So we're just going to reverse that movement. And then let's come back to stillness here. We're going to draw the arms up to 90-degree angle. We'll call these goalpost arms, cactus arms. Let's take our chin to our chest. We're going to just do a little rounding of our back. And then heart will come forward. And then let's open up the shoulders, the chest and the heart. Exhale, round. And open. Lengthen your spine as you inhale. Lengthen your spine as you exhale. As you inhale, let's relax our shoulders from our ears. We're going to create that space between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. And then on the exhale, round your back. So imagine creating space between the shoulder blades. And then let's come to a neutral spine here. We're going to relax those hands down, take a nice deep full breath in. We're going to just take our index and our thumb to touch and then release. We're going to come into some snow angel stretching. Breathe in here, reach up, stretch up. And release. And 3 more times with your breath. Let's relax our hands down. We're going to take our shoulders up to the ears, create a large circle, and relax your shoulders as you exhale. Breathing in, let's take those shoulders up, back, and down. And one more time, let's breathe in, and let's breathe out. Let's come on up to stand. We'll work a little bit with the legs. And I wanted to try some stretches using our chair. So you're just going to want to have your chair spin just so that you can access the seat. So you may have to just shift it around a little bit. So let's start by having our feet in line with our hips. Try to have your toes pointing straight forward so that they're tracking in the same line as your knees. We're going to take our hands to the sky. Let's take a deep full breath in. And then hinging at your hips, we're going to fold ourselves down to the chair. And then you can bring your hands right onto the seat here. And we're going to create a little movement. So you can bend one knee. You can bend the other knee. And then you can also let your head relax here. Maybe shake your head out yes, and shake your head out no. And so this will be nice gentle movement for getting into your low back, waking up all of those muscles. As you come into stillness here, let's take our hands off to the right. So we're just going to find a side stretch. Try to feel grounded evenly through both of your feet, inside and outside of each foot. We're going to take ourselves back through center. Release your hands to the other side. And then reaching, stretching from that right waist, lengthen side body, arm, and fingertips. We're going to come back to center. So hands can come onto your chair. You can take a deep bend in your knees if you need to, and we're going to work a little bit with that cat and dog stretch. So we're going to lower our stomach. We're going to lift up our heart. We'll do a little round of your spine, and then lower down, lower stomach, lift up the heart, and then round your spine, and then flowing with your breath here. So we're just going to flow through a cat and a dog stretch for a moment. Lengthen your spine as you inhale. Lengthen your spine as you exhale. As you inhale, let your shoulders relax from your ears. Let's create that space between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. And then on the exhale, really rounding your back. So imagine creating space between the shoulder blades. Let's come to a neutral spine here. We're going to lower our stomach. We're going to lift up our heart. We're going to do a little round into the spine, and then let's come on up to stand. We're going to take a deep full breath, reach your hands to the sky, and then draw your hands at your heart. So we're going to work a little bit with a mini sun salutation A. So we'll just move with our breath. This is a really nice kind of flowy warm up for the body. So we're going to reach and stretch our hands up. Fold yourself down as you exhale. Lower your stomach, lift up through the heart. And we're going to do a little round of our spine and then come on up to stand. Take a full breath in. We're going to reach and stretch our hands up. And then hands at your heart, breathe out. Fantastic. That was one sun salutation A, a mini. Let's take another. Hands are going to reach up, breathe in. We're going to fold ourselves down, breathe out. Lower the stomach, lifting through the heart. Let's do a little rounding of the spine. We're going to come on up to stand. Take a full breath in, rise. Hands at heart, breathe out. Let's just take one more. Hands are going to sweep up. Full breath here. Fold yourself down. Lower your stomach, lift up through the heart. And we'll do our rounding of the spine. Come on up to stand, full breath in, and then full breath out. Fantastic. Let's take those hands up. We're going to breathe in here, and we're going to fold ourselves down. Bringing your hands into the chair, let's try a twist. So we're going to take a deep bend in our right knee to start. Right hand will plant. And then left hand's going to lift up when you're ready. And you can have your hand right up to the sky. You can also wrap your arm around your low back. Maybe reach for the other hip crease and take a half splint. We're going to come back to center. Keep your legs exactly how they are. So your right knee will stay bent. Your left hand is going to plant. And then we're going to lift our right hand to the sky when you're ready. And then you can also bind here as well. We are just going to relax into the stretch. So each in-breath, lengthen your spine. Out-breath, let your twist deepen. Hand releases down. We're going to realign the spine. Left knee bends, left hand plants, right hand lifts. And then breathing here, maybe looking up to the sky. Sometimes that gives you a little bit more neck stretch, gives you a little bit deeper twist. Come back on through to center. Keep a deep bend in your knee. And then let's take the opposite hand up. And then lengthening. Full breath in and full breath out. Let's release that one. We're going to relax ourselves down. We can lower our stomachs, lift through the heart, take a little round of the spine to come on up to stand. Full breath in and then full breath out. Let's sweep our hands right on up to the sky. Fingers will interlock, palms will press up. Take a full breath here to lengthen. And release your hands to the right. So we're going to land in a half moon stretch. We call this one Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe rolling the left shoulder back a little bit. Right shoulder rolling under slightly. Feel that the heart is shining up to the sky. Come back to center. Let's realign. We're going to lengthen and release to the other side. Try to feel grounded evenly through both of your feet. Come back onto the center. Let's release our hands into a shoulder stretch. So we're going to come into Yoga Mudra. Fingers will interlock, palms will touch. Imagine squeezing a pencil between the shoulder blades, folding down as you exhale. And then just trying to relax the fronts of the shoulders and just noticing if that helps you move deeper into the shoulder stretch. Hands can relax to your low back. Hands can float down towards the ground. Let's come on up to stand. We're going to take a full breath in as you rise on. Perfect. Let's go use our chair again. We're going to try a quad stretch. So for this one, we can take our right hand for our right foot. And you can have your knee on the chair, which is nice. So if you're feeling not quite balanced and stable, you can always grab onto the chair if you'd like. But if you're feeling like the balance is strong and you really don't want to use the chair, you can come away from it as well. So we are just going to take quad stretch on this one. So we want to feel that foot coming into our body. And we don't actually, kick the foot away, but we do want to create a little sensation of kicking our foot into our hand. And then you might feel that that helps to lengthen your quad muscle, and it also can lengthen your hip flexor and your psoas a little bit. And we're going to release that one so foot can come down. And then you can take your left knee onto the chair if you'd like. Hand for the foot. We'll take a few breaths here. And then as you're breathing, just let tension go with each exhale. And then we can gently release that one. Foot can come down. We can give it a little shake out. Take a full breath here and a full breath out. And let's come into dancer pose. We're actually just going to build on our quad stretch. You can take your right hand for your right foot. You can grab on the inside of the foot. That tends to be a little gentler stretch on your shoulder, but you can always grab on the outside too. Let's take our hand to the sky, and we'll begin to kick the foot into the hand. We can take ourselves forward, moving into a back bend. And then try to create that sensation of kicking the foot into the hand. So you want to breathe into our low back, mid back, and upper back. Breathing into your quad stretch, hip flexor psoas stretch. And then breathing into the stretch for the back. So we breathe into our low back, mid back, and upper back. We'll gently release. We're going to take our foot down and then grounding into your right foot, left leg lifts up. And then we'll begin to kick the foot into the hand. Make sure that you're breathing here. It's really easy to hold your breath. So you want to take a nice deep full breath in, take a nice deep full breath out. And then we can release that one. We can give it a little shake out the wrist, shake out your feet. And let's take our feet right in line with our hips. And we're going to imagine that there is a chair behind us that we want to sit into. Take a moment to drop your hips back and down. And we'll come into chair pose. We'll come into Utkatasana. Maybe extending your hands to the sky, send your weight back into your heels, toes are light. And almost a sensation that your toes could lift up and lift off of the ground. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's gently release that one. We're going to come on up to stand and let's come on back to our seat. We'll take a comfortable seated position, just how we began our practice. And as we take seated, I'd love to work a little bit with our wrists. So let's bring our palms together. Fingers will interlock, palms will touch, and then circle out through your wrists a little bit here. And then begin to circle in the other direction. So just reverse that movement. The right hand reaches out in front of you. Fingertips are going to point up. And then begin to draw your fingertips back. Feel yourself pressing out in the crease of the elbow. Feel yourself pressing out through your palms. And then gently relaxing your hand. And then you can press right into the top of your hand. And then we'll breathe here for a moment. Let's extend that left hand out in front, fingertips pointing up. Draw your fingertips back. And then gently releasing your hand, pressing into the top of your hand. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Let's give those wrists a little bit of a shake out any tension that you might be holding onto. Hands are going to come right out in front, so right in line with your shoulders. Let's create some fists here, and then we're going to reach and stretch out through the fingertips. Create your fist, and reach and stretch out. And then moving at your own pace here. Release your wrists, give them a nice little shake out. Let's take our hands right on up. Hands are going to be in line with your shoulders. Create your fist, and then reach and stretch out. Create your fist, reach and stretch out. Let's take that one 10 more times. And we're going to release. We're going to shake that out. Hands are going to relax along your body, and we're going to do that again. Create your fist and reach and stretch through your fingertips. Create your fist, reach and stretch out through your hands. And then we're just going to flow here with your breath at your own pace. All right, let's release that one. We can shake out our wrists. Take a deep full breath here. Let's cross our right leg over our left leg. You can always lift up just so that you feel grounded evenly through both sides of your body. We're going to lengthen our spine and then let yourself fall down for a moment. And then you can just let your eyes close here for a minute. Try to feel yourself relaxing deeper and deeper into the stretch with each breath. Try to relax your head, relax your neck. Try to let go of any tension that you might be holding onto here. We're going to flow back and up to the spine. Finding neutral, let's take our right foot down, left leg up and over, maybe lifting up to realign your body. Let's lengthen and fold yourself down for a moment. Maybe closing the eyes. Try to clear the mind of thoughts. You always have thoughts moving through the mind, thoughts for the past, thoughts for the future. Try to release the thoughts, bring the awareness to the breath, bring the awareness to the present moment. And then let's come on up. We're going to find our neutral spine here, and we can unwrap our legs. Let's take our right leg up and over. We're going to try a figure four seated stretch. This is awesome for your legs, your hips, and your low back. So if your knee is cranky in this one at all, you can come on out and just skip it. That's usually our body's way of letting us know that stretch really isn't for us and isn't going to work in our body. Let's take a full breath here. We're going to lengthen. And then let yourself fall down when you're ready. And then with your exhale, just letting yourself move deeper and deeper into the stretch. And then coming back and up to the spine, we'll find a neutral spine here. Right foot lowers, left leg lifts. Find your figure four stretch. Full breath here, lengthening. Fold yourself down, breathe out. So as you're here, again, just be really mindful of your knees. Make sure that you're not feeling any pulling or stretching in your knees. And if you wanted to give yourself more stretch, you could always flex your foot. And then that will just help to activate more muscles in your leg. We're going to feel that left knee coming down towards the ground. So you can press it down or just kind of energetically sending it down. And then releasing, let's come back on up to center. We are going to take our feet nice and wide and just little windshield wipe knees to the right and to the left. So if you have arms in your chair, this might be a little tricky, but you can just work around those arms. And then let's take a minute here. We're just going to drop our knees off towards the left and spinning ourselves to the left. We want to create a 90-degree angle in our right leg. We want to feel this knee in line with our heel and then in line with our hip. And then we're just going to take a couple breaths here. Full breath in, full breath out. And then we're going to release. You can float yourself back to center and then releasing off towards the right. Create that 90-degree angle in your legs. Breathing in and breathing out. Back into center. And then let's just take those windshield wipes, knees side to side, right to left, and left to right. Legs. Come back to neutral. We're going to take a moment here to reset our body. So just how we began our yoga practice, we'll take that nice comfortable seated position. Take your heels in line with your knees in line with your hips. Shoulders are over the head. Let's create some shoulder circles. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. Breathe in. Let's take our shoulders up, back, and down. And then one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Let your eyes close here. Feel your breath gently flow in and out through your nose. Lengthen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. Maybe encouraging that exhale to be a little bit longer than your inhale. Take a moment, notice how you feel. Observe your mind, your body in the moment. Feel your mind relaxed, calm, at ease. Feel your body aligned and balanced. Any tension that was with you when you came to class, just feel how that's released with your breath and with your movement. Letting the eyes open when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's really wonderful to be here with you and to practice yoga with you. I hope you guys are all feeling better, and I look forward to seeing you next time. So have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in class soon. Take care.